Guruvate Namaha. Om Shri Guruve Namaha. Our humble Sashtang pranams at the holy lotus feet of Pujya Gurudev, Pujya Shri Swami Jyotirmayananda Ji Maharaj of Yoga Research Foundation, Miami, Florida. Pujya Param Gurudev, Pujya Shri Swami Sivananda Ji Maharaj of Divine Life Society, Rishikesh, India, to Jagat Guru, Pujya Shri Adi Shankaracharya Ji, to all saints and sages, Rishi Munis, no matter where they are, in the caves or in an ashram or in any setting, they are all serving all beings in every way for the life they have given up. Given up the worldly pleasures. They do lots of tapasya and sadhana. May your guidance, may your mystical presence guide each and every personality who is seeking God, and those who are not, may you guide them, bless them and influence them to seek God, and especially humanity. Humans were created to know God. May each being realize and walk towards God. Blessed self, adorations, Abhinandan hai, Swagat hai, welcome you all with divine, heartfelt, divine love, light, expansion of devotion. Unconditional love. Expansion of energy, expansion of devotion, leading to self-realization. With these blessings, let us begin our satsanga for day 4. The Crest Jewels of Mantra by Pujya Gurudev, Pujya Shri Swami Jyotirmayananda Ji Maharaj. Our topic for last satsanga was mystic formulas for spiritual evolution, and we talked about every root letter has subtle meaning and generates a powerful influence upon the mind. And we talked about the mantra Om Namah Shivaya. So we ended with, if you are a practitioner of the mantra Om Namah Shivaya, you invoke the Absolute Self by the sound Om, and every mantra begins with Om. It's the shortest but the highest potency mantra. Without this Om, the mantra, any other mantra is incomplete. So you invoke that self that is absolute. You invoke the absolute self by the sound of Om. Then, having prepared yourself for a higher attainment by negating the sense of mindness, that means na, ma, ha, namaha, you become decked with divine qualities and ascend the steps of increasing auspiciousness and expansion. The expansion of she is Mahalakshmi. Va is expansion and Ya is heart. So expansion in the heart of Mahalakshmi. Lakshmi is not only money. Many people think Lakshmi is only money giving. No, it's the strengthening, expansion of spirituality, expansion of knowledge, expansion of devotion, expansion of divine love, expansion of unconditional love, and expansion of all sorts of auspiciousness. And when you invoke that in your heart, you get connected to that supreme consciousness, the absolute self. The self connects to the absolute self. So finally, you realize unity with God within your very heart. Thus, through the literal meaning of a mantra, you express your devotional feelings. So that is why when you chant a mantra with the knowledge of the meaning behind it, the deep devotion also is invoked and brings in oneness with that Supreme. So thus, through the literal meaning of a mantra, you express your devotional feelings, while through its mystical implications, you enjoy the relationship that exists between the verbal sound and the mind. And that helps you mantra, transcending beyond the mind. So today's topic is methods of repeating mantra. I'm sure most of you know, we always talk about vocal, that you chant mantra a little bit loudly, like Om Namah Shivaya. And then the second one is you whisper, because you don't want to disturb others either. If you are in a setting where there are others around, then you may whisper like Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, like that. Your lips will still move, your tongue internally will move, your lips will move, but the sound will be very low, just whispering, just like when you talk sometimes by whisper, that's how. And the third is total mentally. Your lips are not, your tongue is not moving, your lips are not moving, but only internally your heart and mind keeps doing that mala, that japa with every breath. So let us begin. That mantra can be repeated with a mala. Mala is the rosary, the beads. And all of you for sure know about mala. It has got 108 beads and plus one, which is the meru, the ninth one. And when you reach that 109th one, you do not cross that, you do not go beyond that, but you reverse. Your last bead becomes your first bead in the second round of japa. So 108. 1 plus 0 plus 8 is 9. And 9 is a auspicious number. It's constant. When you add any number and it's resulting to 9, it's a constant number. So that is why we use 9 all the time. Any multiples of 9, the result when added gives 9. Try it. Like 9 times 2 is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. 2 plus 7 is 9. 9 times 4 is 36. 3 plus 6 is 9. So it's never changing. It's constant. The result is constant. That is why we do multiples of 9, so that we do not deviate. The waves are calm. There is equanimity. So therefore, the rosary, the mala also has got 108 beads. And one mala is equals to 108 times of japa. So you can repeat the mantra using a rosary for better concentration. So mala is very pure. It should not go beyond the navel, like downwards. It should not touch the body level lower than the navel. Very auspicious to leave it. You can wear the rosary, you can wear your mala, but it should not be below, it should not reach below the navel. So you can use that same mala for your japa and also wear it. There's no restriction. So many people say, oh, the mala you use for your japa, you should not wear it. No, I have confirmed with my Gurudev long ago, and there is no restriction. So you can wear that. And again, the mala is mostly for counting, but the touch of it, it energizes your body, it energizes you spiritually. When you touch Rudraksh, when you touch Tulsi, when you touch Adamala, yes, it has that energy that radiates within your physical body and touches your astral body also and your causal body. So however, as you advance using the mala, so when you advance doing your mantra using the mala, a mala becomes a matter of your own choice. So you get so advanced that you do not need the mala for concentration. You go beyond the counting level. But beginners, they are told do 10 malas a day, 5 malas a day, 20 malas a day, because they have to get used to. They have to practice the mantra to remember by heart, and also needing the prop like the mala for concentration so that you don't deviate. And it's a discipline. It gives you discipline. For an intensive disciplinary practice, mantra is repeated in a seated pose, in a serene location, and at a time conducive for japa and meditation. They say from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. or some say some start at 3 a.m. though. But 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. is a very auspicious time. That's the time when the sun is also rising, and it's very serene at that time. And also in the evening, that's when the transition takes place from night to day, from day to night. In between, that's that moment. And that's why we should rise before 6 a.m. But things are different now. When you transcend, you say, every time it's the worldly level where we have this timing. However, it's harder nowadays for people who work around the clock. They do night shift, so, or evening shift, so timing is different from for them. Their lunch is not 12 o'clock noon during the day, but their lunch may be midnight. So based on that, we cannot be too stern and say this is it. If I don't do it early morning 6 a.m., that means I don't do it during the day. No, whatever time it may be, you can think that is your 6 a.m. or your 4 a.m. And as long as there's no disturbance, and also when you have that ability and feeling to transcend the time and situation. So for an intensive disciplinary practice, mantra is repeated in a seated pose, in a serene location, and at a time conducive for japa and meditation. As you advance, you are drawn to repetition of mantra in any pose and at any time and place. So it's all about practice. Then you will realize so many times, because you have advanced now. So if you're doing some chores, you will all of a sudden realize that your mind is chanting mantra. And that's when you realize, when you know that yes, for sure you have advanced and you enjoy the mantra so much. So japa can be practiced before going to sleep or upon waking. Mantra can be repeated while you are engaged in mechanical tasks such as cooking, eating, walking, or driving. If your work does not involve full mental concentration, then allow your hands to do the work while your mind enjoys the inspiration of the mantra. How beautiful this would be. As your mind becomes concentrated through the practice of japa, you may choose to focus on the shorter form of the mantra rather than on its extended version. Just like yesterday we talked about, if your mantra is Om Shri Ramaya Namaha, you can shorten it while working or doing some chores, doing some other work that you do not need much or full concentration, and you can just keep chanting Ram, 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 or Shiva, Shiva, Shiva. Or if your mantra is Om Shri Krishnaya Namaha, then you can say Krishna, 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 Krishna. Or if you are in that mode where you want to sing, then you can definitely sing with the melodious music or melodious music within your mind and heart. Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna 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 Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna Jai, Krishna 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 Jai. So as your mind becomes concentrated through the practice of japa, you may choose to focus on the shorter form of the mantra rather than on its extended version. For example, if you are initiated into mantra Om Shri Ramaya Namaha, its shorter form is Ram, Ram, Ram. Once your mind is centered by repeating the extended mantra, you may continue with the shorter version. Some aspirants find that the longer form captures their mental attention and the shorter form intensifies concentration. You can practice for yourself whatever works best for you. Both have lots of power, either longer form or shorter form. Following are various methods for repeating mantra. First one is verbally, which is in Hindi it's vaikhari or verbally. Mantra can be repeated out loud if your mind is extremely restless. This is the most effective method for restoring mental serenity and control. So you will realize yourself. So many times you are so tired, you cannot concentrate much mentally, or there is some other reason that there was so much sadness around you and you are unable to settle down with whispering or mental japa, then you can do it loudly. Not shouting to disturb others, but at least in your normal voice. And the second one is semi-verbally, which is upanshu. Mantra can be whispered when your mind is slightly distracted. Just like I already told you. And the third one is mentally, which is called mansik. We talk about mansik most of the time, but not much about upanshu. So upanshu is in between mental and verbal. So mental, when mansik japa, it is called mansik japa. When your mind is very serene, it is best to repeat the mantra mentally. And I would just add on here that when it's serene and you are doing mental japa, shortly, very quickly, you will transcend to meditation. So it is best to repeat the mantra mentally when there is serenity in your mind, evoking an intense feeling of devotion and surrender. So vocally you can do kirtan. Mantra can also be sung alone or with other people. So that is why in Kali Yuga, during this time, bhajan kirtan, because there's so much disturbance. So bhajan kirtan is very much taken as high level also, because that brings in unity. Either you do alone or with other people. That brings in a lot of devotion, and also it reaches out in the universe. So kirtanas are devotional songs in praise of the divine self. They aid the mind in generating a spiritual current of divine feeling and are extremely popular in India and also everywhere in every country where groups of people or families gather for the sole purpose of singing kirtans. It is important to understand that the mantra into which you are initiated is always in harmony with every other mantra. So many people think that I'm initiated into Shiva, so I can't pray to Krishna, I can't pray to Vishnu. No, your mantra is for your Ishtadevta, because that name, that form attracts you and gives you serenity more than other forms. But it reaches that one supreme Brahman, because Brahman is one in various forms and names. So it's always in harmony with every other mantra. So sing all bhajans, every name, take every name. There's no restriction. Therefore, you can join in repeating or singing the Lord's name in various ways. But your mantra that you got initiated into has higher potency for you. So that is the one that you will repeat the maximum number of times during the day. All others, yes, do it, but your initiated mantra is the highest number, because it has got higher potency for you, and somebody else's initiated mantra is higher potency for them. So therefore you can join in repeating or singing the Lord's name in various ways without ever feeling that other mantras may conflict with your own, or may be better or lesser than yours. All mantras have equal potency. However, different mantras are given to different aspirants depending upon their personal attitudes, levels of evolution, and inclination. So, there is another one that you can say written or likhit japa. It is so many times overlooked. So, when you are even verbally, if you are unable to, then likhit japa is very, very good for everyone. Should do some likhit japa. You can set your own timing. Either you do every day or do once a week, and you can set your own number depending on your own time. So writing mantra repeatedly is another very powerful method for bringing about purity of mind and mental concentration. Sit quietly and with great patience. Write your mantra with the devotional attitude that you are touching God. Beautiful feeling, because all your senses are working when you are writing. So your skin touches, your eyes, the sight is there, and while writing, chant it vocally. And I would add here that it's always good to write it in Hindi or Sanskrit letters, because just watching a Sanskrit akshar, or akshar means never destroying, forever living. When we say akshay vatvriksha, that means forever green. So akshar, that's what it is. That Hindi, if you say a or ska or kha, om, all these are very, very, there are no words to describe when you just keep watching at one of those letters. It's a deep meditation also. It gives so much energy without even chanting or saying vocally. Just watching it gives you so much energy. It gets absorbed into your body. Every vertebrae represents one Sanskrit letter, and each akshar came out of the beat of Damaru of Lord Shiva. So, writing just a single page each day can bring great benefit in a very short time. Likhit Japa promotes physical and mental relaxation, charging your mind with powerful spiritual vibrations. So you are invoking your full senses, the touch, the feeling. You are seeing it, you are hearing it. And so many times you will feel the water filling in your mouth. So that way you are tasting it. And as you write, with every mantra, offer a beautiful fragrant flower, parijata, jasmine, rose. And so many times you will have that fragrance also, you can smell it. It's all about how deep you get into it. You can even vow to write down only 3 times or maybe 9 times. A little bit, like बूंद बूंद से घड़ा भरता है, like every drop that goes into a vessel, that vessel will be full one day. So same way, even little bit counts. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Let's pray for everyone. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Urvarukamiv Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiye Mamritat. Om Krishnaya Vasudevaya Hare Paramatmane Pranatakleshanashaye Govindaye Namo Namaha. Om Sarvesham Svastirabhavatu Sarvesham Shantirbhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhag Bhavet. Asato ma Sadagamaya Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityor ma Amritam Gamaya. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Divine love, light, healing, bliss, equanimity, prosperity. May you all prosper in spiritual life and also in the worldly life, which is positive. May there be expansion of divine energy, deep devotion leading to liberation. Hari Om Tat Sat. This is Swami Lalita Priyananda, Sacramento, California. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat.